Welcome to Master Sheets. In this video, I will be going over how to make a random name or list generator using the index and the ran_between function. To start, you type equals index. Now if we're following the little function code here, the reference just means the area of data you want to include. So I select my data, comma. Now it's looking for a row number followed by a comma number. For that number, I'm going to use ran_between to come up with that number for me. Now I know that there are 4 rows and there are 2 columns to choose from. So I want my row number to be between 1 and 4, so I just do 1, 4, closing parentheses, comma, ran_between, opening parentheses. Now there are only 2 columns, so I want it to choose between 1 and 2. So I do 1, 2, and 2 closing parentheses. Okay, so we see it chose Umbreon. If we click into it, we can see why. So that means it chose 1 for the row number, the random row number, and it chose 2 for the random column number. If we hit backspace, it will refresh itself and choose a new one. So here, with Vaporeon, it chose a 1 and a 1 for both the row and the column number, and that's what led it to here. If it were to choose a 4 and then a 1, it would have been Espeon. 4 and a 2, it would have been Sylveon. It's all dependent on the random number that ran_between comes up with. Now if your data is not laid out like this, where it has multiple rows and columns, then you would use the formula a little differently. For data that includes many rows and only 1 column, you would write it like this: equals index, select your area, comma, ran_between 1, 43, and 2 closing parentheses. And now I did 43. I know it's a really random number, but I chose 43 because there are 43 items on this list. And so I just told it to choose a random number between 1 and 43 because that's how far it will go down this list, and to choose one. Here, you'll see in a minute. Canned vegetables. We see that that is 3 down. So it chose number 3 on there. Now, if your data was sideways, or in other words, if it has many columns and only 1 row, you would write it like this: equals index, you select your area, comma, ran_between. Nope, you wouldn't do that yet. You do that for the columns, but not for the rows, because there's only 1 row. You would put a 1 because there's only 1 row in the whole set of data. Then you would do ran_between. We know that we want it between 1 and 43. We double tap those closing parentheses, press enter. Now we can see came up with some brownie mix. Whatever number it is, it chose that as our column number, so it just read from here to how many numbers out. Thanks for watching my video. I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions or comments, go ahead and put that in the section below. And for more tips and tricks, visit my channel Master Sheets on YouTube. You gotta watch them all.